Well friends, here we have seen the 42nd episode of Skibidi Toilet Multiverse, which lasts more than 20 minutes. I watched it from beginning to end and realized that such big episodes are much more interesting for me to watch. Yes, despite the fact that this episode lasts so long, I watched it easily and in one breath. It was not boring fights, there was also a lot of plot, and honestly there were also moments that I did not quite understand. In this video I will give you my opinion and my theories about what we might see next. By the way, I'm Mobi with you as always, and yes, it's good to see you on my channel again. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and join my Discord server. All the links are in the first pinned comment. Here we go. This episode 1 would divide this episode into 4 parts. In the first part we are shown the confrontation of the Counter-Titan, controlled by C-Pen, against the Titan Pencil Woman. In the second part we see how the Titans prepare for the attack on G-Apocalypse and discuss the plan. In the third part we are shown the confrontation of Titan Sinister against Titan Clockman and Rolex Clockman. Then a little madness of the multiverse itself, and completes it all with the fourth part, in which the Titans of all races attack G-Apocalypse, and also Titan Pencil Woman copies all the versions of all the Titans so that they have any chance of winning. Now let's talk about each part in more detail, and we will start of course with the first one. In it, as I said before, we are shown the confrontation between Counter-Titan and Pencil Woman. And in fact C-Pen, aka Counter-Titan, was the winner at first, but at one point he apparently saw who he was fighting. As it turns out, C-Pen knows Pencil Woman very well. Yes, I know she has a name, but I feel more comfortable calling her Pencil Woman. They talked for a while, and apparently C-Pen thought that because they had previously communicated very well and understood each other, Pencil Woman would take his side. But unlike him, our strong and independent Titan has a sense of conscience and moral principles, so she decided to just tear the body of the Counter-Titan into 2 parts. Yes, she got hurt pretty badly, but it's hard to create a whole Titan using only pencils. But the good thing is that when she came out of her pencil avatar state, she was picked up by TV Man and teleported to the secret Pencilman base. There she met her father, and in general the father of the entire Pencilman race. He gave her all the ink they had and told her to use it all, but to stay alive. Now we know what Pencilman's father's favorite creation is. This is the end of the first part. The second part is not too interesting, as we have seen most of it in the trailer, so there is no point in commenting on it. I'm not saying that this scene is superfluous, it is necessary to understand the meaning of how the Titans will approach the G-Apocalypse. Anyway, moving on, part 3. Yeah, that's the one with the Sinister Titan and the Titan Clockman. What can I say? Sinister Titan is really well prepared for the battle, because he as Dr. Strange looked at all the outcomes of events and chose for himself the most suitable one, in which he will be the winner. But also during the battle he said that there are still several options, where he dies, and honestly I don't even know why he said it, because after these words the Titan Clockman must have motivation that he can still be defeated. Although, perhaps it is a tricky move and Sinister just has to say so to Titan Clockman in order to win. But suddenly Rolex Clockman bursts into the fight, which safely using a technique from Mortal Kombat and Overwatch sends Sinister to another dimension, or in general to another universe, in which just like that he and Titan Clockman will continue to fight. Next, as I said, a small part of the Multiverse of Madness, because here Rolex Woman and she is apparently in alliance with Male 099. Well, this actually looks interesting and I'd like to know more about this multiverse. And finally, the final 4 installment in this episode. It focuses on how the Titans are starting to attack the G-Apocalypse. Yes, they're all out in full force, and they now also have multiple copies of themselves, and an epic and big fight is now just guaranteed. This is of course all interesting and epic, but couldn't Rolex Clockman look in on them for just a few seconds, apply some kind of black hole on the G-Apocalypse in which the ship in question just turns inside out and thus defeat it? Although, it's probably really impossible, because if he does that, the timeline and the plot itself will probably go differently. And it's happening now just as it should be. And now it's theory time. I think we will be told more about Sinister or Rolex Woman in the special episode, and in the next story episodes we will see a full-on fight with Titan Sinister and Titan Clockman. Yes, that's exactly what my Skibidi imagination was enough for. But you can share your theories in the comments and I'll be sure to read them and give you a like. Thank you for watching. Yes, this is not really an analysis of this episode. In it I expressed my opinion, and honestly, I am very interested in how the whole Skibidi Toilet Multiverse storyline will end up.